Well, for an adult, a major medical journey can be frightening, but it can be even worse if it happens to your child.
Channel 9's Damani Lewis introduces us to a father and daughter duo. They told us that their health challenges brought them closer together.
There's nothing stronger than a bond between a father and daughter. And after what Isaias Sanchez and his 14-year-old daughter Saleh experienced just months apart, their bond is even stronger. For Isaias, it all started with an unusual headache.
And I started to get more like ice pick headaches. It would just get, just certain parts of my head would just, kind of just sting me.
Isaias was diagnosed with Chiari malformation.
So how do we do the surgery?
Novant Health neurosurgeon Dr. Ziad Hage says that's when the brain and the skull don't develop at the same pace. The brain outgrows the skull, leaving fluid to build up in the spinal cord. Dr. Hage says in Isaias' case, surgery was the only fix.
The goal of the surgery is to remove a small part of the skull right here. So the lower part of the back of the skull is removed, as well as the backbone of the C1 vertebra, the first vertebra. And the reason we do that is because once we remove the skull and the backbone of C1, now we've provided more space for the cerebellum.
The surgery was a success, and Isaiah says he was soon back to normal. But not long after his medical journey, Saleh began her own, something no one saw coming. And it started at a friend's sleepover.
And I started having vision issues to where I would look at an object and it would I wouldn't be able to focus on the object. It would just be blurry.
Less than a year after her dad's surgery, she was the one in Dr. Hage's office. Saleh was diagnosed with something far more serious. An MRI revealed an arterial venous malformation, or AVN. Doctors say her brain somehow developed a tangled web of arteries and veins on the right side, potentially deadly.
This was a ticking time bomb in her brain.
Absolutely, because it could have bled at any time, and if the bleed was large enough, it could have devastated her or taken her life.
So for the second time in under a year, a member of the Sanchez family was in the OR undergoing brain surgery. And after surgery and radiation, Saleh is feeling more like herself and doing the things she loves. And this father-daughter duo say what they've experienced has brought them closer together.
Yeah, it's an experience that nobody else went through.
In Charlotte, Damani Lewis, Channel 9 Eyewitness News.
Now, the Chiari malformation is fairly common, doctors say. The American Association of Neurological Surgeons says that it occurs in almost 1 out of every 1,000 people. But they say AVM is another story. The National Institutes of Health reports that cases of that in the U.S. are about 1 in every 100,000 people.